I was holding a meeting at the ice arena, and they had put me up in a hotel. And that afternoon, when I come, I didn't see the sin and the carrying on as we've seen it here at home. And when I went down that night from where I'd been in the country, came down to the hotel, I noticed the Americans coming over. Whiskey bottles flying everywhere. And when I come in that night from church, from the service, I got on the elevator, and I'd been there for around a week. I'd never seen nothing like that. And the elevator was setting all around it, whiskey bottles and beer cans. And when the boy closed the door to take me up on the elevator, I looked around, and he knew who I was, and he said, "It's rough." And I said, "Sometimes such characters as that makes me ashamed I am an American with such conduct as that." And he let me off on the floor, way up almost to the top, and it was a certain lodge here in America was having their convention there in Canada. And when I got off the elevator, all the office carrying on everywhere. And way up at the end of the hall, there was two young women, I suppose in their late 20s or early 30s. And they just had on their underneath garments with a bottle of whiskey in their hands, so drunk, and both of them with wedding bands on. Oh, of course, they're just having a little clean fun. That's sin! And they were trying to come down barefooted, no stockings, and just their underneath garments, with this whiskey bottle in their hand there, glary-eyed, and man trying to get out of the room, falling over them, trying to catch them like that, so drunk they could hardly get up. And I thought, isn't that a shame? But we call that in the state church just a little time of recreation. Maybe a daddy at home taking care of the baby. It don't only for the women, the man does the same. Sin is sin. I don't care where it is, it's sin and it's wrong. And we are Christian nations, visiting our neighbors like that, with our lodges and so forth, and carrying on in such a disgrace as that. And I stopped, and one young fellow staggered across and hit his head against the other side and fell back on the floor, got over and saying all kinds of bad things. And these young women come on down and stopped. I pulled back in a little place to watch. And these young women stopped right out in front of me. And they take each a drink out of the bottle, reached down and pulled up that little underneath skirt and sewed their foot up in the air horse. Whoopee! This is life. I stepped out in the floor and caught both of them by the hand. I said, "I beg your pardon, this is not life, this is death." The Bible said, "She that liveth in pleasure is dead while she's alive." And there's too much of that kind of carrying on through our churches in the nations today, and yet calling themselves Christians. That's the biggest stumbling block Christianity ever had. Not the bootlegger on the corner, we know he's branded, but the hypocrite that calls themselves a Christian and live in the church with such life as that with them. It shows that they've never been acquainted with the Lord Jesus, or they wouldn't do that. That kind of life is horrible. That can't be the kind of life that David was talking of. Some people think to make money. That's life. Make money, plenty of it. And after a while you lose it and you take a pistol and blow your brains out. That can't be life. That's death. Some people think that they're young gaiety and running out and dances and things, cutting up, carrying on, immoral. Next morning with a headache, heartache, broke up homes. That's not life, that's death disguised. That's the wolf in the sheep's clothes. That cannot be life. That's death. the world's deceived by those things. But the question is, my brother and sister tonight, what makes men and women do that? If they're mentally right, what makes them do that? What makes them crave to drink whiskey? What makes the American people smoke cigarettes when the Reader's Digest says that 133,000 is doomed this year for smoking cigarettes? But they go to it anyhow. Cancer on the rampage. Articles, cancer by the carloads. And they sell cigarettes more every day. Buy a carton of cancer. A bottle of tuberculosis. And they seek and suck on those things for pleasure. Something's wrong. What is it? They can't help it. They say, if the devil can't get you all twisted up with some of that, then he'll take you and try to let you join a church somewhere to get away from it. And you're just as bad off. Trying to hide yourself under some church or some creed or some denomination. That's wrong. But what makes a man do it in the first place is because when God made a man, He created him thus. He made a man to thirst